hope I learned something. I hope I learned something. I hope I learned something from the stormy seas, from the brightest days, from the darkest nights, from the sunny days. I hope you learned something. I hope you learned something. I hope you learned something from the stormy seas, from the brightest days, from the darkest nights, from the sunny from the stormy seas, from the brightest days, from the darkest nights, from the sunny
Learning Curve by my brother-in-law, Brian Dro, the talented Brian Dro. His website link is in the description. Please check him out. He's got two very interesting albums out, and I think you would find them worth a listen. Now, where are we and who am I? We are at All Hat No Cattle, AHNC for short. I'm Hat. And what are we doing today? This is a very quick in and out, unless Barefoot Sounds somehow manages to tear me into the chat so much that I just can't log out. Anyway, I want to let you know that the Senate impeachment trial of President Donald Trump starts Tuesday. They're not starting Monday because of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So they're taking Monday off, and they'll start Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern. That's noon Central, 2 p.m. Atlantic, 11 Mountain, and 10 a.m. Pacific time, in case you needed to know all that. Allow me to do the math for you. So anyway, let me just introduce the Rogues Gallery real quickly on our left here. At the top, we have the man who's going to be running the show at least overseeing the proceedings, and that is Chief Justice John Glover Roberts Jr. Below him, the pencil neck inveterate and complete pathological liar Adam Schiff. I mean, he even lied during the presentation of the articles of impeachment. The guy can't stop prevaricating. And then below, the who I consider to be the head of the Senate managers for the trial, Lindsey Graham, as also known as the Graminator, also known as Lindsey Graham 2.0. Because you will remember, before Trump was elected, Lindsey Graham was an extremely vocal opponent of Trump as a candidate. But he's come around, hence the Lindsey Graham 2.0. So that's basically it. Oh, where? Where are we doing this? That was in the title, right? We're doing it on DLive. The link to my DLive channel is in the description. And in case you didn't miss the video from yesterday, the technical difficulties with DLive have been fixed thanks to Lizard Bites. And that's Lizard, Bytes. He has a channel here on YouTube and one on DLive. I highly suggest you subscribe to both. Lizard Bites is a very entertaining musician, very well versed in the art, and he also does some really cool public domain movies from time to time. Although YouTube shut him down last week for a little bit, so I don't know how that's going to fly in the future. But hopefully he'll be able to pull it off because they are very entertaining, and he has a great chat. A number of the people who are in his chat are in our chat, and they are very entertaining people. Also very smart. SRS 4859 made it. We're almost out, sir. We're almost out, but thank you for coming. So again, I'll just to recap real quickly. Tuesday, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central on DLive. Again, my channel link to DLive is in the description. We will be starting the viewing of the Senate impeachment trial of one President Donald John Trump, if you want to be specific. Now, the one thing that I haven't completely ironed out yet on DLive is, as DLive puts it, popping up the chat. I tried it twice yesterday, 2 different streams. It looks like it has to do with what I'm displaying on the screen at the time I need to pop it up. Maybe. But I did get it to work both times, so at least there's that. One time took longer than the other, though. I will be starting the stream 15 minutes before the top of the hour. So that way people will get their notifications and they'll be able to show up. I'm going to also be putting an announcement on DLive Sunday to announce the time of the event. I have to do it Sunday because I'm such a junior channel on DLive that my videos only stay up for 3 days. And I can't upload videos. So there's that. Beaker, but check a bow, bow. Sorry, but check a bow. Thank you. Yes, definitely. Very well put, sir. Absolutely, SRS 4859. Good wishes for President Trump and his team. By the way, in case you haven't heard, and King James as well, sir, welcome. It's been a little while, good sir. Thank you for showing up. Alan Dershowitz is on the Trump legal team. There was some discussion as to whether or not that was a good idea because of Dershowitz's ties, as someone put it, as close ties. And I didn't find that all that accurate. He was with Jeffrey Epstein. Let me get that out of the way first. Remember, Dershowitz was one of Epstein's lawyers when he was arrested in Palm Beach back in 2006. I believe the investigation went from 2005 to 2006, and he was arrested in 2006. Of course, the outcome of the case was a complete and utter sham, but don't blame the U.S. District Attorney's Office on that. Blame the Florida State Attorney's Office on that. They're the ones who dropped the ball. They made a big mess of it, and then they threw it into the lap of the U.S. District Attorney and said, here, you fix it. So they were left with that. But anyway, so Dershowitz is tied to Epstein in at least that way. And of course, Linda Giuffre, is that her name? Linda? Anyway, Giuffre Roberts. Has accused Dershowitz of molesting her, having sex with her in several places, which Dershowitz has pretty well documentarily proven could not have happened. Dershowitz has a book out called Guilty by Accusation, which I have not read, but I understand is quite the page turner. And Ray, hello. My gosh, Ray, you made it on time. This is incredible. So anyway, yeah, so Dershowitz, that those ties to Epstein, that taint, if you will, that broad brush that has been painted on him by some people close to Trump. There was a lobbying effort to not put him on the team, but for crying out loud, as he was also described earlier today, the guy's one of the top 3 constitutional attorneys in the world. And he has been very, very strict on the interpretation of the Constitution basically since Trump has taken office, because the Democrats have been after him from the word go, and Dershowitz has been saying, you people are breaking the Constitution. You are not following the law that was laid down by the founders back in 1788. So screw you guys. Of course, that has made Dershowitz a pariah at his enclave in Martha's Vineyard. They won't talk to him anymore, and I have a feeling now that he's on the Trump legal team, they're going to burn his place down and tar and feather him and dump him into Nantucket Bay. Is that what's off the coast of Martha's Vineyard? Nantucket Bay? I can't remember. I've never been there, so no one's invited me. So that's it, folks. You've got the time, you've got the place, you've got the date. So we will all meet again Tuesday, noon Central, 1 Eastern on DLive. The channel link to my place on DLive is in the description. Many of you have already subscribed. On DLive, they call you followers, and I really appreciate it, and I hope to see more of you there. The chat has picked up some very, very fine people from the DLive community, and they have really become value-added personages to the channel. And I hope you'll be there and able to interact with them and enjoy them as much, if not more, than I already do. So, certainly, SRS, certainly. Yeah, she was in DLive chat Wednesday, but she didn't make it Thursday. And I know Ray couldn't stay all day Thursday because the video quality was so terrible, it kept hanging up, that a lot of people were just very put off. Technically, the audio was fine. So if you were just listening, it was fine. But that's all fixed. That's all fixed. Thanks to Lizard Bites. And again, check out his channels on YouTube and DLive, LizardBytes. Same name for both YouTube and DLive. So with that, folks, I want to thank everyone who showed up for this little drive-by chat. It's really kind of you to make the effort, especially Barefoot Sounds, who's making pizza. And I interrupted probably as he's rolling the dough. So I hope everybody has a great weekend and a safe and enjoyable MLK Day. And I look forward to seeing you on DLive Tuesday. Until then, be well. God bless. Happy trails. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
I hope I learned something. I hope I learned something. I hope I learned something from the stormy seas, from the brightest days, from the darkest nights, from the sunny days. I hope you learned something. I hope you the stormy seas, from the brightest days, from the darkest nights, from the sunny hope we learn something. I hope we learn something. I hope we learn something from the stormy seas, from the brightest days, from the darkest nights, from the sunny days.